Hey there folks, it's me, RGB from RJB TV, and this is going to be the final stretch between Byul, Doromi, Freyja, and Henessy. Let's dive straight into the action of game number 7, with here, looking at, that sentence makes no sense. Here we are looking at Doromi on the green Protoss, bottom right of the map. Then we have his ally, I think it's this person. Let's just change the colors. Oh god, this is going to be terrible to watch. This is going to be terrible to watch. We have two similar colors on opposing teams. This is going to be a nightmare. Because we're going to have to do either red versus blue and have no idea which one of these two is who, or do normal colors and have no idea which one of these two is who. Because these colors are pretty much the exact same. Well, there's a slight difference. You can see this is pink. This is beige, almost a yellow, a beige. This is pink. Wait, no, this is pink. But this is also kind of pink. Holy crap, I've never... Like, the colors are noticeably different, but they're both kind of pink. Whoever at Blizzard thought it was a good idea to introduce two colors almost the exact same was absolutely brilliant. An absolutely brilliant person. A genius. Marvelous. Game-breaking. Literally game-breaking development. Anyway, we have Freyja here on a color that's easier to distinguish. This is Henessy here on the pink, and this is Byul here on... I think it's tan. They call the color tan. It's a tan color, but it's just pink. It's really just pink. This infuriates me so much. So yeah, let's just keep it with these colors for now, and I'll switch back and forth every now and then to red versus blue, so that we can see the difference of who is who in crucial moments in time when they're fighting against each other or doing stuff on the map. But like on the minimap, you literally cannot see the difference on the minimap with these two colors. You cannot see it. But all that aside, once again, in the Protoss against Protoss between these two teams, we can see that one player goes for Nexus first to go for technology, the other player goes for triple gateway, into a forge, into a cannon, into a gas. That's the modus operandi that these players go for. And they're doing actually, for one of the very first times in this series, the two Protoss players going for Nexus first are doing double gateway at the same time. In the previous games, we saw one gateway for one player, two gateways for the other one, maybe even three gateways for one of them. Yes, we saw a mismatch, basically, of build orders, but now everyone is doing the same thing. And this is all pretty much just people not knowing what the other Protoss is doing. They only know they're going to go for a Nexus into a Cyber Core, but they don't know the exact amount of gateways. And the exact amount of gateways is kind of important. So we got Freyja and Henessy here on the middle of the map. Yeah, Freyja and Henessy on the middle of the map fighting against Doromi, whereas we have Byul not yet participating on the middle. Nobody lost a single probe. We didn't see a lot of action happening so far, so nothing was decided yet. No probes killed, no probes lost, no zealots killed, no zealots lost. Everyone has the exact same supplies, which is a first in his entire series. A first in his entire series for everyone to have pretty much the exact same supply. Although we can see now the first deviation in that Byul went for triple assimilator and Freyja delayed his third assimilator. So there is a small little supply mismatch between the two players. Small little supply mismatch of 2, which either means that Byul was behind. Oh wait, Byul went for Dragoons. That explains the difference in supply. Although we have Freyja going for Dragoons as well, but his Dragoons are a little bit slower because he has one more round of Zealots on the map. So no fighting has occurred at the moment. Maybe some fighting, but it hasn't really played a part in any way whatsoever. Although we are starting to see some supply differences. So the downside is that if they go for Byul, they will get flanked by Doromi or counterattacked by Doromi. And that is what Henessy is going to try to prevent from happening while Freyja is attacking Byul. Killed some units of Byul. Now they're going to try to get a flank on those Doromi units that were trying to get in on Freyja. And that might spell some bad news for Doromi, because these units from Freyja are definitely going to chase down those zealots, which a lot of them just went down. Supply counts are the same for Henessy and Doromi, but Freyja is almost in the supply lead. So Freyja is going very hard on the triple gateway, producing very diligently, whereas Byul went for a faster shuttle than Freyja. Freyja's going for Dark Templars. Already has Dragoon range finished up. We have Dragoon range on the way there for Henessy. Zealot speed and level 1 attack as well. Same for Doromi. Although Doromi is not getting Dragoon range, he's only going to go for Zealots. Whereas Byul is going for Storm and Dark Templars to try and change the tide on the middle of the map. We have an observatory finished here for Freyja, getting an observer as well. So the Dark Templars from Byul won't really make much of a difference. A lot of Zealots there from Doromi are sneaking out of their base. Freyja and Henessy cannot see this, they don't know it's happening. So these Zealots might just catch them by surprise sooner or later. A couple Zealots are staying in the front to just make them think that there's more Zealots here back in the base. So a small little mind game happening. We have a drop there from Byul trying to sneak into... Wait, no, that's not a drop. That's a Dragoon on the high ground to kill some pylons there on the side and get control over the hills and distract these Dragoons. Oh, masterful move, though. Masterful move. Storm not yet finished, so he's got to wait for Storm. So this distraction might not do the trick. But this Dragoon there, still on the high ground, might just do it. Although he doesn't know and he cannot see it. Dark Templar in the front. This is the least action-packed game so far. But it's a very technical game. Drop comes in, Templar lulls, Templar storms. How many kills? 1. 2 kills. 3, 5 kills. I'd say about 5 kills there from that High Templar. So that's still a successful drop because it does lean that Henessy on one single Nexus is 5 probe cycles behind on Doromi, which is like 1 minute of time, maybe 1 minute and 14 or 13 seconds. So that's a 1 minute difference in worker production between Doromi and Henessy. Drop there from, who is this? Drop from Freyja, going for Doromi. Doromi has no Dragoons back at home. Wait, he does have Dragoons. A lot of gateways as well. A lot of gateways and a couple of Dragoons to snipe that shuttle. It's going to be a double drop, one from the top, one from the bottom. The top one is there to distract and make Doromi feel safe as he snipes it. Templar loads though. Templar storms on him. Oh, on nothing. Drop from the bottom there though, from Freyja as well. Goes straight for those probes. Arrives on the scene. Probes running to safety. Turns around. Saw the probes running to safety, so he turns around and doesn't go for the drop. Freyja is on 64 probes. He's rich. Byul's on 60. So biggest supply count also for Freyja. Then for Doromi, then for Henessy, and Byul is in last place with a supply. But he should be catching up pretty soon because he has a lot of gateways. That's 8, 10, 12. We have 9, only 9. 13 for Freyja. Freyja is definitely playing like an absolute monster. Freyja's supply lead is massive. Absolutely massive. Freyja is playing this really well. Really well. Dropping over the top from Freyja. Freyja unloads those High Templars. Probes running everywhere they can, but he loses a lot of his probes. Goes down from 64 to 41. The first big drop of the day has happened, and Byul was the victim, which puts Freyja and Henessy in an even bigger lead. They have a massive supply lead, they have a worker lead. And this is surprisingly really one of the most passive games. They're really playing for control. Nobody has the guts to commit to a fight. They're macroing up, playing for the shuttle drops, letting the shuttles do all the talking, while their units are protecting back at home, sitting, waiting for upgrades, everything to fall into place. Although that moment might be right now, as Doromi's zealots are out of position across the map in Byul's space. Another drop there arrives, but the Dragoons managed to repel it. Shuttle almost died. Templar storms hits nothing. Another drop from the bottom though. This might be the real one. Oh, gets killed there by the Reaver. Killed by the Reaver. Reaver defense is on point. Also has feedback with the Dark Archon. Freyja only has 3 cannons at his Nexus. He's really lowballing this quite hard. Zealous there, clearing out this bottom side base. Zealous with Doromi escaping to the top side there. We have Henessy Zealots on the chase. They're both maxed out. And surprisingly, drop comes in. Drop allows Templar on the scene. Templar Storm Templar is too far. Templar hits him really hard. No, does not hit him really hard. Kills only the probes on the gas. These probes narrowly escape with their lives. Fight happening in the middle between Freyja and Doromi. Freyja and Doromi fighting heavily. Drop there on top of Henessy. Ooh, Doromi gets reset down to 13 probes. Caught it at the... like, I almost missed it. Drop them there onto Henessy. Doesn't work out. So now they're moving in onto Doromi. There's a drop there on the top that tried to get in, but couldn't get in. Now they're moving in on... well, Freyja is moving in on Doromi, while Henessy is trying to hold the middle against a potential attack from Byul. But Byul doesn't have units. Well, he has units, but he's not moving out. Doromi has units, but he's got no economy. He's got double Nexus, though, so he might be able to recover, but the chances are very slim. Slim chances of a recovery. So let's look at the upgrades real quick. Upgrades for Freyja are 1 attack. 1 armor, 1 attack. Oh, wait, drop from Hallucinations. Henessy is on 101. Byul is on 1 attack. He's moving out. He's gonna have to move out to try and help Doromi, because Doromi is losing units which he cannot replace. So right now, Freyja is just going for a rinse and repeat fight into Doromi's base to try and just reduce his supply count, knowing that Doromi will at some point run out of money, whereas Freyja has money for days. Another drop there onto... okay, that was hallucinated. Units from Freyja lose the fight because he doesn't have level 1 armor. No armor, whereas Doromi has 1 armor, so Doromi very good with the upgrades. Henessy manages to push... oh, another drop. Another drop. Didn't hit anything there, though. A lot of drops happening all over the place all at the same time. I gotta really admit that Freyja is playing really well. Comes in with a drop. 2 high Templars in between. Running the safety, loses a couple of them, down to 38. Not looking good. Not looking good. Doromi now 29 probes in total. We got a double attack from Henessy and from Freyja, going in on Doromi, who's still alive. 120, 130 supply, losing supply rapidly as he's now getting overpowered by a player with equal upgrades. In Henessy with 1 armor, 1 attack, 1 armor, 1 attack there for Doromi, and we have 1 armor, 1 attack there for Freyja as well. So Freyja's caught up with the upgrades, and he's now overpowering. Well, they are overpowering poor Doromi, who has no economy to speak of. Supply down below 75. It's looking absolutely terrible. They're going to call GG very soon because he is dead and gone. There's nothing he can do to save himself. We have a little bit of support coming from Byul from across the map, but position-wise, he's going to have to walk all the way across the map, and by the time he arrives here, the damage will already have been done, because cannons in the back are dying, zealots are getting on top of everything, dragoons are in the base, killing his stuff, gateways are there, but oh, Archon gets 10 kills, ooh, nasty, another 10 kills. So the goons there from Byul are coming from behind to try and save his ally's life, but once shield's finished up, drop there coming in on Henessy. This is his last chance at maybe winning the game. Flies in, takes damage there on the shuttle. 1 Templar allows Templar storms, but Templar misses pretty much everything. And that should be a GG as the Nexus is under attack. The wounds in the back are just wrecking his face. Wait, Byul's a little bit of help. Oh, not a drop there onto Byul, and Byul loses everything this time around. The double drops from Freyja are absolutely amazing. He goes in with 1 drop from one side, and then with another one right after. So Freyja, with a very strong performance, loses his own probes as well at the end, down to 28. So he did lose probes eventually, but only at the end when it no longer mattered whatsoever. So very, very strong game from Freyja specifically. Freyja was absolutely beasting. That was a beast performance from Freyja. Honestly, Freyja just keeps on climbing up higher and higher on my power scaling chart, which I've never made, but maybe I should make it someday. But Freyja is really high up on my list these days. He has been impressing me more and more with the more games I see from the guy. He just has, I wouldn't say he's got it all, but he's got a complete package of speed, micro, macro, insight, creativity, control, knowledge. Most of the things you would want in a player, you can find them in Freyja. That is, by now, a fact. Whereas I have to also add, I am a little bit less impressed by Henessy so far in this series. I feel like Henessy has played the weakest, which does not mean to say that he's bad, because he's still pretty damn amazing. It's just that it is quite clear to me that Freyja, Doromi, and Byul are perhaps just a bit better than Henessy. I don't want to call him the weak link, but he has been the cause for most of Henessy and Freyja's losses so far, taking the most damage on average in the first 4 minutes, in the first 4 to 5 minutes, compared to everyone else. Anyway, back to the game itself. We have Byul on the Terran, yet again. We got Doromi on the blue Protoss, yet again. Henessy on the teal Protoss, yet again. And finally, Freyja there on the Terran, returning to bring us some awesome factory playstyle. We have a barracks first from Byul, barracks supply depot gas, as Freyja went for supply depot gas barracks, which means he can build 2 barracks at the same time, but Byul can build 1 factory and another one. And the 1 factory will be faster than Freyja's first factory. So we have a 1 factory build order against a 2 factory build order that will both of them will then turn into either 3 or 4 or 5 factory build orders, but the first vulture will be out for Byul. Well, Henessy is pretty close. He's pretty close. Looks like something went wrong with Byul's build order, because his gas is slightly lower than where I would like it to be. He does have a Marine out on the map, though. Like, the Marine is a difference. He has a Marine out on the map faster than Freyja. But the factory timing seems to be about the exact same. But 2 Marines, soon number 3, on the map, and he's going to do a little bit of an attack onto Freyja, trying to kill those SCVs on the factory. He's got 1 SCV well, 1 Marine to prepare himself and protect himself. We have a gas block. Actually, this doesn't work against Protoss, the gas block. The only thing it does is it forces the probes to walk the long way around. He's going to be under attack there, so Henessy might just take a little bit of probe damage yet again, because he's got no forge, whereas no forge for Byul, for Doromi either. The Marines from Byul are getting a little bit of work done. Both have 1 kill. Might have 1 more kill on the 3rd Marine that was there but died. He's trying to kill the Marines with the SCVs. The micro on display is great. A little bit of a tap. 1 more tap. No. Stays alive on 1 HP. Doromi lost a probe. Maybe 2 probes. I think he lost 2 probes. Freyja lost 3 SCVs. Cancels that one. And Henessy lost one probe. So that's the standing at the moment. Vulture comes out there for Byul. Vulture come out there for Freyja as well. Bunker in the front with Marines inside, trying to keep Freyja contained. If he builds 1 more supply depot right here, he will be walled in, unable to leave the base. That's the goal. Hennessy's gonna move in there on top of the bunker to try and kill the bunker and allow Freyja to move out of his base, trying to turn the tide. And he might be able to. Marines are locked in. Kills most of them. 1 Marine. Oh, great micro once again. Managed to let 1 or 2 Marines escape the fray. A lot of that zealots there from Henessy. Falls behind on everyone by quite a bit. And now Vulture against Vulture micro on the middle. Zealots from the ROM once again going for Henessy. Henessy has Forge on the way. Dragoons on the way, but no units back. Okay, Dragoons spawn just on time. Zealots are going to try to kill some probes. He's blocking them. Gonna have to kill them before they do any damage. We got Freyja's vultures inside of Byul's base, so Byul is paying the price for his build order, and he's falling into last place with his worker count. Oh, this is a disaster for Byul. Byul took the most damage so far out of anyone. Ones that are there hiding on the top, I'm gonna go for a backstab attack once these Dragoons leave the base. We got Dragoons from Doromi though, moving in on Freyja, who has mines almost finished up. The Dragoons are already here. Places the mines in a very bad position. He's gonna mine drag. Oh, he gets a couple of kills there. Okay, got 1 kill with the mine. The mine killed 1 with AoE damage. Just 1. And now Freyja is in a lot of trouble. So this game is gonna be a short one, I can assure you. Also, put that barracks on top of the minerals to just annoy Byul. Okay, Freyja has 2 tanks spawning just on time to prevent any further damage. But oh boy, these fast Dragoon build orders are doing some work. He's blocking the exit. Dragoons from Henessy are stuck in the base. Micro on display. Vultures coming from behind to kill those Henessy Dragoons. We have an almost completed wall. We got Vultures inside of Byul's base. Very fast dropship, very fast tank as well. Siege mode is not finished, but he doesn't need siege mode yet. He just attacks with the tank instead. There's a micro, gonna pick it up, unload it, pick it up, unload it. Gonna fly away because Dragoon on the scene. Gonna have to run out of there. Now, this is a technical game. This is a very technical game. So the Dragoons are gonna kill the barracks, which will stop Freyja from building additional factories because he needs a barracks to build a factory. He's building another barracks right now as we speak. Wait, that's an engineering base. He's not going to build another factory before the barracks goes down. So he's locked to 3 factories at the moment. Sorry for, like, my hand is touching the keypad. Okay, so at the moment, we're looking at a fast drop from Henessy. Tank drop, siege mode is not ready. Not ready. Just scaring him. Siege mode is only just now starting. This tank is only flying around, scaring the opponents. Freyja, I love you so much. Freyja, I love you so much. It was annoying. It pulled the probes off the minerals. It did very little damage, but it looked very, very cute. Mines down the side to get vision against drops for his ally Henessy. Henessy moving in on Byul, but there's tanks across the high ground, so they're keeping him away for now. He might go in anyway. Getting flanked there by Doromi. We see a lot of vultures from Byul moving in on those SCVs. Gets around on the tank. Gonna try to place some mines. Does he have any mines? No mines. No mines. SCVs are dying. Tank saved today. Down to 21 against 16. Oh, gets right in the middle of his base. He just ran right in there. With, whoa, it was a double dropship drop. Double dropship vulture drop. Byul is absolutely getting outplayed and destroyed by Freyja. Freyja is styling. Freyja is doing so much heavy lifting. In the past 2 games, Freyja has absolutely destroyed the competition. Single-handedly. Almost single-handedly. Henessy, though, is keeping his enemies busy with his army. He's doing a great job as well, but Freyja is stealing the show. This army from Doromi should not be much of a problem for Henessy to fend off. And Byul is just dead. Byul is just dead. He has almost nothing left alive. 4 SCVs, 19 supply. Oh, and he just got tank dropped as... Oh, he got storm dropped. Or reaver dropped by Henessy. So Henessy shows up with the reaver drop onto Doromi's economy. Doromi has almost no probes left alive. It's going to be a GG very, very soon. Also, really good dropship tank micro here from Freyja. This is so good to watch. He's sniping the dropship, sniping the tanks. He has the dropship, but the tanks are... Oh, the tank died. Tanks from Byul. They're trying to go for a final push. A final push there from Byul and Doromi. Getting closer to the... He's going to try to kill the probes with tanks. There's a reaver on the scene, though. Byul is putting his everything into this one. Reaver shoots, Reaver hits. Reaver shoots again, Reaver kills. Tanks from Freyja from the dropship, though, arriving on the scene. Vultures mines being placed, tanks dying. Tanks try to run away, but not going to work. Oh my god. This was an absolutely short, but absolutely amazing performance by both Freyja and Henessy. But Freyja, absolute MVP performance. This was brain levels of Terran play. Absolutely mind blown by how cool that was. Which evens up the score 4-4 between both teams. Which means we're now going to get a final game where we will see who will take the victory home with them. The final game is going to be a Protoss Zerg against Protoss Zerg. Are you ready for the finale of these two teams battling on fastest map? Two of the best teams in the world. So far, I've been super impressed with the very high-paced gameplay. So much focus on micro while macroing at the same time. And the decision-making from Freyja specifically has been otherworldly. Otherworldly. The micro decision making, the multitasking. Freyja is really climbing up the score, climbing up the ranks. He is becoming one of my favorite players at the moment. One of my favorite players. He has been impressing me time and time again. But now the question comes up. Can Doromi here on the Protoss on the bottom middle of the map and his ally Byul here on the 3 o'clock spawn location, middle right on the Zerg, can they take down Henessy on the Protoss here on the top middle of the map and Freyja here on the top left of the map? Can they take them down in this final game where it counts more than ever before? The final game is always the one where everything matters most. Because in the final game, the winners get to take home the cake. Delicious cake. Not sure what kind of cake. Strawberry, chocolate, apple pie. I don't care. They just get to take home something. So we got hatchery pool from Byul. We have hatchery pool from Freyja into a gas. Overlord there flying out to check and keep getting information on what is entering the base. Same with this Overlord, gonna hang there in the front to get vision of the entrance into his base. This Overlord there from Byul is also moving to the middle to see what will be happening on the middle. You want to have these Overlords at the choke point and at the enemy choke point so that you can see things leaving and entering your base or leaving the enemy base. That's all that matters really. So triple gateway there from Doromi into a forge to protect themselves against the Zerglings. Same there for Henessy. His forge is a bit faster than Doromi's. A bit faster. Pylon number 3 coming up there for Doromi. Pylon number 3 coming up there for Henessy. And then of course the cannon. The cannon for Doromi is delayed by a couple seconds. Like I'd say 10 seconds total maybe. Which won't probably come back to bite him. Because both the Zergs went for hatchery before pool. If Freyja went for pool before hatchery, it might have been a problem for the enemy. But he's going for a lair. No speed, not yet at least, no speed yet. He's still mining gas to go for surging speed, but he's going for a fast lair. He's gonna try to apply a little bit of trickery to the game. And assuming that he won't be scouted again anytime soon, at least that's what I'm hoping, Byul and Doromi might not know that he went for the fast lair for at least the next 1 or 2, maybe even 3 minutes. Henessy is trying to keep Byul away from Freyja's base. He wants to deny information. This might set off some alarm clocks with both Byul and Doromi. That Henessy is trying so hard to keep those Zerglings from Byul out of Freyja's base. Speed is on the way. He's keeping his Zerglings at home for now. Hennessy's doing a great job. He's building a cannon in his choke. He might try to extend this cannon into the middle towards the left side and bolt the cannons right here to help protect his ally Freyja, who's going for very fast Mutalisks. Speed is finishing up very soon. He's got some Zerglings. He's keeping the Zerglings away. Overlord from Byul is flying into Freyja's base to try and see what the hell is happening. Because the fact that they cannot see Freyja's Zerglings means he's up to something. They just don't know what it is just yet. He's got one sunken. Byul doesn't go in. He's hiding more Zerglings in the top corner. Zealous from Henessy going very far into the middle. We got cannons coming up there from Doromi to try and secure the middle. Just like how they thought Henessy was doing it. Coming from behind. Coming from behind. The Zerglings from Freyja are joining the fray, joining the party. Getting a great flank on the Zerglings from Byul. Ooh, they completely overpower the middle. They completely overpower the middle. That's a shield battery there from the ROM, but that's not going to help him much. Cannon there in the back won't help that much either. It's helping, but not that much. Not as much as they would like to. Gonna take down the shield battery. Okay, turns out that the cannon did help out. It did help out. It pushes Henessy away. We got 4 hatchery there from Freyja. We've got Mulix on the way. We have Evo chamber coming up there from Byul. He's going to have to build spores to protect himself against the Mutalisks. He's on 12 drones against 21. Freyja, like Henessy and Freyja, played this so differently from usual. Like, this is something that happens once every 100 Protoss Zerg against Protoss Zerg games. Nobody ever goes for this option that Freyja went for. He's killing a few drones. He's doing some damage. Another drone goes down. It's 3, 4, 5 drone kills. 6, maybe even. He only has, so many drones dying. I think it's GG. We've reached a point where Byul has lost so many drones. He was already on a low amount, but now on an even lower amount. Down to 11, down to 10. He cannot survive the future of this game. He's too far behind. He does have a lot of hatcheries, got 6 of them in total, more than Freyja, but Freyja has Mutalisk on the map, flying into the fray. We have spores. He's gonna try to, okay, gets one hit off on his own, gonna try to kill it. He's gonna try to micro his way, blocking. Look at this, blocking the ability to click on the drones with the Overlord. Oh my god. That's smooth. But we have speed zealous there from Henessy. He's just ignoring the cannons on the middle, running right into Dorom's base. He does have a lot of cannons. This is a safe position, but he turns around and kills the Zerglings from Byul, who's distracted by the Mutalisks. Byul is falling apart. Henessy is playing really well. But Freyja with the trickery. Gets on top of the cannons there in the middle. Henessy is proving me wrong. Henessy is definitely not weaker than the rest. He's really showing up right about now, and Byul is getting destroyed. Like, Byul is in absolute shambles. He put his Overlord on the middle to make sure it doesn't die to the Mutalisks. We have Henessy now with 31 drones. He's droning up. He stopped making Mutalisks because he saw that there's spores, so the Mutalisks have lost some of their effectiveness. Henessy is winning on the middle. He's got more supply than Doromi. He's winning on the middle. He's got speed. Doromi does not. He's got level 1 attack. Level 1 attack finished up. Doromi does not have level 1 attack. It's not on the way either. He's making Corsairs to help. Oh, the Corsairs to counter the Mutalisks. That's a great move. But we have Scourges there from Fred. He knows that Corsairs are an option. He knows. So he's preparing for the Corsairs with Scourge. A lot of Overlords there. He's putting the Overlords in Hennessy's base so that they're protected by the cannons. There's so much attention to detail. So much attention to detail that you usually don't ever see. This is, again, a very technical game. Very technical and smart, cerebral game. Scourges take down one Corsair. Mutas are getting chased down, trying to escape, because if they get caught, they will die to the Corsairs. But we have Hydralisks from Freyja. He's switching away from the Mutas. The Mutas have done their job. They've done their job, and because he's so far ahead of Byul, he can afford to just, get Hydralisk. Gets more Scourge. Byul has recovered somewhat. He's on 37 drones, but he's still quite far behind by 30 supply on Freyja's counterpart on the other team. Almost maxed out supply there for Henessy. He's very far in the lead. The fact that Doromi had to make Corsairs, but Henessy did not have to, really gave Henessy a massive supply lead over Doromi, and he already had a small supply lead earlier in the game. Corsairs are hunting for the Mutas, but the Mutas are no longer in production. He's no longer producing Mutalisks. Doromi overproduced Corsairs. He got tricked into it. He's gonna try to kill the Overlords. Ooh, supply blocks him. Corsairs on the hunt for Overlords, but they won't really find any of them. Hydralisk there waiting for the Corsairs to arrive. Corsairs really are not doing what they had to. Because Freyja just very smartly read the room, read the situation, and decided to stop producing Mutalisks. Very good choice, getting Overlord speed. And transportation. He's gonna go for an Overlord drop. Not sure on who, but Overlord drop is what he's planning for. The Corsairs are looking for Overlords, but just can't find them because they're all here or back at home. Mass Hydra attack moving into the middle. Henessy also preparing himself to move into the middle and break the cannon line. A lot of cannons on the middle. Hylids there from Byul, arriving on the middle to try and help hold the middle. Some zealots there from Doromi, who has speed. And does he have a one attack? No attack. So large armies clashing on the middle. Large armies clashing on the middle. But it looks like Hennessy's got so much supply. It's just gonna break through with brute force and level 1 attack and armor. His upgrades are the best at the moment. Level 1 attack there for Freyja. It looks like Byul and Doromi are gonna fall prey to the trickery, the cerebral mind games from Freyja and Henessy. Freyja and Henessy played this game to perfection. And Doromi and Byul got outplayed. They got outplayed, outsmarted, outplayed. Beautiful performance. One of the most technically sound and impressive games I've seen maybe ever between Korean top 10 2v2 players. This is really just a run around the rosy. So Zealots there getting on top of Byul's base to just attack him a little bit, do some damage. Doromi is dying. Nothing he can do about this. Absolutely nothing he can do. I mean, there's a Dark Templar, there's a Storm, he's doing some damage, but an Overlord will soon be coming over from Freyja's base. Although he's not moving them at the moment. Oh, there's one. Overlord is coming. Dark Templars are having a field day. Like, look at how many kills. 5. 2. 2. But there's just so many units that Dark Templars don't really do enough work. They just can't do it. It's impossible. It's impossible. Don't let Shia LaBeouf tell you that you can do it, that nothing is impossible. Just do it. Sometimes it is just impossible. Look at this. It's impossible. It's impossible. Byul coming in with one last desperation attempt. His units moving to the bottom, but as he moves to the bottom, we have Henessy moving in to kill him. But then we have, of course, a couple of lurkers on the middle, and he just ignores the lurkers, just walks right on through. That's something Protoss can do. Ignore the lurkers, just go for the attack, just walk right in there and finish the job. Just finish the job, gets on top, in the base. Lurkers, they did their best, but honestly, not meant to be. Overlord comes in to detect them, so they will die very soon. We have every single Hylids there from Henessy going from the bottom towards Byul, and they call GG, they tap out, and Freyja and Henessy make a comeback, being down 4-1 to win 4 games in a row. Absolute madness to steal themselves like this and make a comeback that is unheard of. Unheard of comeback. And they crown themselves the victors. So that was it. RGB is signing out.